Oh gosh, what's going on, guys? We think we have a very important message from a very important guest. Let's listen real quick. And moderate language warning.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody, and a deep fucking cheers to all y'all.
Oh man, the legend. Oh, and
Peace out.
perfect. Peace in. What's going on, guys? My name is Andrew. Happy happy St. Patrick's Day to every single one of you guys. Mullen is going absolutely insane, especially since right now we're right here talking about the GameStop earnings call. Q4, you guys are in the right place. This timestamp down below will be able to help you get there, or just scoot on over for about an hour and you guys will be right where you should be, listening in to the GameStop call right here. Still a little bit of elevator music, but I will be telling you guys when the presentation has begun. First of all, let me just say hi to all of you guys. What's going on? Bruce, Brendan Burns, how's it going? I Abandoned, we got BTS Sandwich, we got Fupa, we got Lorenzo, we got Gavin, Zero the Guitar Hero, we have Travis Anderson. What's going on? Married father of 2 high school boys. I love watching, letting you know how much we appreciate you. Not as much as funds are, as especially probably most of you getting there. You rock. Travis, thank you so much for that support. And if you guys want to be like Travis and get a shout out, and so just say hi to me or Professor Meatball in the corner, go ahead, drop that in the chat. And if you guys wouldn't mind early on slapping that like, because I don't want to say it too many times, it does get more apes into this chat, and so the more people can be in the right place to watch the GameStop Q4 earnings call. So let's look at where GameStop has been on the last few days, an ascending track upward here. We have support coming up from 76.60 all the way up now today, 683.49. So this is not an insubstantial ascending support line that we want to be able to draw right here. I want to also say hi to I Am Re. We have Abe Mahmoud. Look at that platinum Meatball coin next to Abe's name. Heck yeah. I pressed that join button a long time ago. Romeo, what's going on? Dino, Anthony, Jason, Andrew Ittering, what's going on? Brian Marquis, and Coolio A. Yeah, I would say it's GME time. Same thing on AMC, you might have noticed that there is also the same ascending level of support here. AMC started with that rock solid support at $13, brought itself up from a $13 support all the way up to the $14.20, and now hanging right underneath that resistance at $15.63. So make sure that you guys know, you're looking for that GameStop fourth quarter earnings call, you're in the right place. Let's see who else is in here. JM, BTS Sandwich, what's going on? The 127, no revolution. Gonna hang with my boy Andrew today. Hard to catch, bro. It's serious. It's serious time here. Crash Bandit Loot. I'm just here to say I love Boba. Good to see that at least someone still does. Let's see. No expectations. Love you all, apes. Holdle says we have an ant in the chat here. Apes from South Korea are called ants. We got some ants in here. Matt H saying, sup, Andrew. Scott Cunningham Realtor, happy Thursday. What's going on? Crash Bandaloot's back and saying, remember me? I'm the Bobo guy. Romeo Castillo, Showerfest time. Clean cut? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll try to stay in focus a little bit. Oh, I forgot I was going to do this. I'm the friendly neighborhood at Andrew Mo Money. Jonathan saying, GME, let's go. Time to learn. Bullish on GME. Flex says, what time does it start? It's going to start in roughly 50-ish minutes. So you guys are already locked in at the right place. If you guys want to see Meatball do a trick, we'll do one when we get to, let's say, 300. Let's get 300 likes in here, guys. We're getting about, 16% of the way there. Private Pile Driver says, Hell's Kitchen, NYC Ape Online. LFG's is B-Vang, been here since 10,000 subscribers. That was quite a while ago. You've been here for a year and a half. GME already pushing in the after hours. Let's zoom in. We're on the 30-minute chart here. Let's zoom in a little bit deeper. Same thing with AMC to see if there's any brotherly love going from GME to AMC here. Ah. Take a look at this. GME hitting the... Where's the next support here, actually? GME after hours having a rip up to 90 bucks and then drop one candle. This is as clear. Look at the MACD here. Doesn't make any sense at all. This is the clearest amount of manipulation that you can imagine here. 5% down right now. Take a look at this. Throw some scissors in the chat if you guys can see this in the chat here. AMC had a very similar, almost symmetrical downtrend here in the minute candle, but then recovered. GME still down at 6.5% now. What's up, Jimmy Jones? When we get those numbers, says S. Scrober. Weird candle. Remy Red says, who controlled the market and how many synthetic shares are being traded? What's up, says Jorge Ramon. Let's just see if we can take a look at where our options are right now. Because this is going to cost shorts a ton to try and rocket against GME on this day specifically. Wow, take a look at that. AMC getting a roughly about 10% of the downtrend here. Down in 1.5% here. GME getting the full force. I am Reese says, ha ha ha, this means nothing, boys. Let's go. Lex Luthor says, I smell hedgy fear. John David says, fearing like it's gonna be like AMC earnings call. We've survived these earnings calls again and again and more. Wow, this is just the first 5.5 minutes after the market has closed. GME seems to have found some support at $75. Insane. AZ Backpack says, Andrew, what's going on? What have I missed? He's back from vacation once again. Yo, we're going to stream the call live? Heck yeah, we are. It is not yet begun. We are going to be in this call. Jimmy already pulling back up to the VWAP here. Let's see if we can get a good rip above that orange line here. Take a look at that MACD. Finally flattening out, but that was an insane dip. The money says, what's the point of dropping it after hours? Very little retail trades in after hours. Remember, they strike whenever the iron is hot, the iron is not. They can really move around whatever amount of money that they feel like. Daniel Rodriguez, good to see you. How you been? We have Space Agent. Hey Mo, great to see you and the prof. Senhai says, oh man, the upside is going to be nuts. Buckle TF up. Let's see. Short hedgies attacking after hours, says Joel Diaz, to keep the agendas on track. Retail needs to use only root to lit exchange on any orders. If not, dark pools own you. Oh, AZ Backpack, I appreciate that. I'm going to talk about the hair. No Revolution 05 got me some of those 70s GME. Dang. GME peaking above the VWAP here. Notice got about $1 above that orange line before seemingly getting rejected again. This could be setting a GME up for a double bottom as we speak. Let me get my crayon out. Let's see. Mad Hatter, good to see you. How you been? Second green candle. Hello. Unusual whales tweet. I'll take a look in a sec. Senhai says this must action before the earnings call. All right. Double bottoms. You can find some common support here. Let's take a look. James K. BT says this better be a good earnings call. This better be. Listen to me. Let's see. NFT release end of 2022. Resort Dog, good to see you. Twitter blowing up with the earnings data. If Ryan Cohen has tweeted yet. Miles Away says GameStop has announced the intended launch of their premium NFT marketplace by close of Q2 2022. Straight. Let's see. So AZ Backpack says, first things first, I want to hear what's up, my fellow apes. We have all been through the ringer, but all is well. Also remember GF tweet when he was talking about how long they can postpone a stock. People, I believe, has his eyes closed. Has his eyes closed right now. Do you see that? Can you see? No, you have your eyes closed. All right, second green candle. And like it's trying to touch the tip of that VWAP here. Dustin L says, what time is that earnings call? It's going to be in about 40 minutes. 40 minutes. This is all pre-earnings call behavior. Whoa. Let's see. Well, look at nickel, says AZ Backpack. Resort Dog says HYMC has millions of OZS in the ground and a new cheap way to get it. Lord Byron says, I like root beer and ham sandwiches. Q4, Chris Bruner says Q4 sales 2.254 billion versus 2.122 billion. Quarterly diluted loss per share 1.94. Announces intended launch of NFT marketplace by close of Q2 FY 2022. Q4 earnings per share view 84 cents. Revenue view 2.22 billion. What's your expectations, Andrew? Well, let's see if this double bottom pans out first, and then we can talk about the next level of resistance. Because if we're looking at the 5-minute chart, let's zoom out a tiny bit. Yes, Meatball, stand down. Stand down, Meatball. GME has historically had very few resistances here. A little more definition here. PTO sandwiches here. There's a ton of dilution in HYMC. OZS ounces. Thank you, Danny. Let's see. Ungroovy Gaming says, who's this broad Marge and why does everyone keep talking about her calling? Oh. Joelle says, I'm half Filipino. Very cool. I think I've answered this before. I'll answer it towards the end of this video. Hey guys, almost 1,000 of you in here. Like I said, about 300 likes and we'll have Meatball do a trick. Have you guys ever seen a corgi dab? Or do any kind of trick that a dog in our day and age still has to do to get any attention around here. My goodness. But yeah, if you guys want to slap that like, it brings more people into this chat because it's important to be able to understand. Your buckles better be up. Jim Eagle says AMC plummets because GME earnings. Yeah, that's not how it makes sense. Because the companies are similar and connected. How? Again? Come on now. Private Power Driver says happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's see some green. Let's see. Spartan Hype says, hey dude, haven't seen you in a while. Keep up the good work, buddy. Thanks. AZ Backpack says GG sent out the tweet about a month and a half before nickel squeeze. If you guys don't think they don't know what's going on, then this is an example. Kenneth Gravely says 300 likes and I'll eat Meatball. All right, deal. Shake on it. Let's see. A trick? Not much of a trick, as it is just a good amount of selling pressure and preventing any buying pressure with sell walls. We talked about spoofing and layering before on the show. They're just market dynamics. That if you have a lot of money and you can essentially run anything you want through a dark pool, you can do basically whatever you want. Let's see. Do you think they will announce this NFT this evening marketplace? Yeah. In fact, they have. Let's see. All this red means someone is buying up those shares, right? Good to see you, Andrew. What's up, John? Good to see you. Hey, thanks, Brandon. Patrick H says, why is everyone wondering about AMC and GME dropping hard? Just imagine you were the hedge fund. You probably do the same. Look how nice and tilted we are. This is the plane that I'm on, diagonal. When is the call? In about 40-ish minutes. We're getting there. Getting close. Kenneth says, first time I've ever been called out. Thank you so much. Hey, if you guys want to be called out, all you gotta do is just drop a little comment in the chat and I'll talk about it. Let me talk about it. Estimated revenue 2.22 billion versus 2.25. Estimated EPS 84 cents. Actual down 1.86. DTS sandwich talking to Mad Hatter. Friendship happening here. Senhai says it's not just the results. We want to hear the earnings call. Hey Gosu. Go to site. Gosu or Gyauzo? Am I right? Hold on a second. Oh, okay. Thank you. Mods are in here to protect us. Gozu, it's been way too long. Gamestop reported quarterly losses, 1.94 cents per share. This is 263% decrease over earnings of $1.19 per share from the same period last year. Okay. Well, welly. Let's see where GameStop is in terms of the short interest here. Still 100 utilization and 21.13%. So GameStop still pretty significant in terms of sheer amount of shorts here. Rage TV says, I had a dream last week. GME was at $78 and people were just telling me to load up on it. What a dream. Let's see. GameStop really does now seem to have finished its two negative candles, 5% each here. Two red candles, 1, 2. In 2 minutes, it lost 10% of its value, now recovering on the last 20 minutes, all the way back up to its EMA here, that 200 EMA. Hashtag Showerfest 2022. Gosu says, just finished a move to New York State. NFT marketplace was officially announced though, which is true. Daniel Rodriguez saying, what's up, brother from another mother? Let's see. Shill's slowly coming in since then. They'll find their way through. Fabrizio says, where can I find a link for this call so I can send it to my dad? You can just directly send him this link. And then you and your dad can listen to me. Let's see. Can you explain how 100% utilization on AMC possible? Not only possible, but it's there for the last month? 7 days ago, still 100. So yeah, AMC and GME basically 100 utilization for the last month. Let's take a look. So AMC about 21%, GME about 21%. Pretty standard. Let's take a look at the options here. This is AMC, $15. $85 puts. These are now in the money. They were out of the money. Now they are in the money. But who knows what the end of after hours is actually going to bring us. Philip says, Andrew, do you think announce NFT then lift off? Whoa. Ryan losing a fortune. Guess he doesn't care. Guess he doesn't care. Actually, you're right. Even with all the estate planning for Adam Aaron and like all the like yeah, it's my estate, like selling my shares, it's not actually me and all these other things. It's still not the same as Ryan Cohen just kind of like diamond handing every single share of GME. The entire thesis is that Ryan Cohen changed the EC to his dad's birthday, and Ryan Cohen would not disappoint on Duck a great day in his life. Now, his father, it is St. Patrick's Day today. Let's see. Maru says, I don't think my space suit fits me anymore. Ryan's been popping off his Twitter, though. All right, let's see what he's been doing on Twitter. Hey, guys, getting real close to 300 likes. If you guys get more likes than the people that are in this chat, you're going to see the craziest trick from Meatball. You ever see Meatball do the craziest trick you've ever seen? Let's do it. All of you have the power to press that like button right now. I'll do it with you. 1, 2, 3. Like. Easy. Ryan Cohen's Twitter. Let's see what he's been tweeting about. What are you tweeting? And remember, guys, that earnings call starts in about 30-ish minutes. Getting closer. Let's see. Their sales are way down compared to 2 years ago, yet their price greatly increased. That's the trouble. Matt Cord's evil twin. He's throwing ducks in the chat. What makes you evil? Tell us. All right. Ryan Cohen is the chair of GameStop. Let's see what he's been saying. Because he does love to buy and hold the stock. Good use of taxpayer dollars is the government cracking down on hedge fund short sellers. Oh yeah? Okay, I agree. Short sellers are the dumb stormtroopers of the investing galaxy. All right, also good. Sent letters to BBBY board, got no response. Sent email to CEO asking for a discussion, haven't gotten a prompt response. Too busy talking to expensive consultants? Ooh. Why are the meme stocks fighting? Hey, no licking. No licking. Good boy. This camera's getting so diagonal. Kind of like it. Holy shills ahoy. Gosu says, say it loud for the people in the back. Oh man. Gosh, I miss Gosu. Can you tell the duck joke? Ooh, I love telling the duck joke. What? Gosu, would you like to hear a joke? Mr. Photographic JMR says, what's the potential for GME when the fireworks start? Hope all is well, man. Like your show. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Hey, Mr. JMR. I believe the GME can push past this level of resistance here. So that is the question. If whether or not GME has the ability to be able to push past the mental barrier at $100. But that's the real question after receiving this downtrend down to $75, bouncing up, getting rejected at the 84.57. Now GME has a brand new technical pattern. Let's see. Hey, nice, Joel. Let's see. Gosu says, my life's gonna get back to normal soon, fam. We'll get back at it. Heck yeah, man. Pow, pow, pow. Heck yeah, man. Pow, pow. I could use a laugh. Gosu says, so a duck walks into a bar and asks the bartender, got any grapes? Numbers, letters. Dang, 2021 flashback saying Andrew Live. What's up? Sam says, Andrew, are you left-handed? I'm just reversed. This is my... Oh, you're talking about my watch. Oh, you are the only person that's ever said that to me in my entire life. But I've always worn a watch on my right hand, even though I'm right-handed. That's a fun little fact you can bring home. About what did you learn today about the stock market? Well, I learned that Andrew is right-handed, but he wears his watch on his right. Shura says, squeeze again? Virginia says, got any glue? Got any... Oh, why would I... Then I have one more question. You got any grapes? Okay. Let's... can I see more Ryan Cohen tweets? Oh. Here is the next part. No overpaid execs in the metaverse. Oh, there's this. So he hasn't really tweeted much in February, but he's going off on a tweeting storm in March. The last tweet in February was a pair of shorts. BTS sandwiches. I'm so tired of being poor. Come on now. Ungroovy says, it's funny, I wear my watch on my right as well, but my Fitbit on my left. Let's see. Start poll. Start poll. What did you? How was the last poll that I did for you guys? That was from the AMC earnings call. Oh, I believe we've gone above 300 likes. So let's see a real quick trick from Meatball. Next one is at 600. You guys want to see a brand new trick and give Meatball a treat as well? Easy to be able to keep the Meatball happy. Here you go, bud. Okay, here you go. Okay, think you can go tall? I'm not sure if you can go tall from here. Can you go tall? Go tall. Good boy. Good boy. Wow, he can go pretty tall. Tall, go tall, tall, right. Go tall. Go. Good boy. Yeah. Good job, Meatball. Okay. Thanks for giving a treat to the Meatball. If you guys want to give another, you just gotta tell your friends about this video and have them like on it too. I really like what Matt Core's Evil Twin is saying in the chat. Let's see. Good doggy, says Rocket Support. If you guys also want to talk about whatever you want in the chat, I'm here, I'm game. I'm ready to talk to. This diamond hand hoodie here. No problem. I love you, Professor Meatball, says Matt Core's Evil Twin. Let's see. Earnings is at 5. Yes, it is at 5. 5 Eastern. Depends on what time zone you're in. How much time left for earnings call? Right at that 30-minute. Oh. Something happened. Oh. Something's happening. I bet the music is changing. I've muted the music, you see, because one, not good. It's not good music. But two, it's kind of distracting. Why is my camera tilted? Because the world is tilted. Okay, we live in a society, and I want to say your username, but it's hard to say it. I'm gonna say X is not for kids. I'm so happy on the AMC and GME puts I bought. I am so grateful for your content, Andrew Mo Money. Hey, what's up? Abe says I'm a lefty with a watch on my left hand. Ah, we're like exactly opposite. Perfectly opposite balanced. Have we read the GameStop financial results yet, Andrew? Yeah, thanks to Gosu. We got quarterly losses of $1.94 a share. This is 263% decrease over earnings of 1.19 per share from the same period last year. The company reported quarterly sales of 2.25 billion, which beat the analyst consensus of 2.22 billion. This is a 6.22% increase over sales of 2.12 billion from the same period last year. So when everyone was holed up for the pandemic, they could have just played some video games, and they did roughly the same amount as they did last year or this year. Let's see. Gravity rules. Beep beep sips. Andrew, what are your thoughts on ApeCoin? Now I've seen a YouTube thumbnail about ApeCoin, but I don't. Oh. One green candle. GME is off to the races here. GME is essentially like, hey, do you like making consistent, like easy to predict technical analysis? Because here it is. Whenever the price is about to get to around this line where all of the indicators have consolidated is when you're likely going to see the line go the opposite way. So this bounce is to be predicted, likely, as well as the rejection at $85.54. We might not even get all the way up to 85. If we do cross over 85, then there's not much stopping GameStop from pushing all the way back up to the last level of resistance. Tip says, once I was listening to elevator music waiting for earnings call for nearly 20 minutes straight. Then I realized it was tomorrow. According to my time zone. Oh no. Gosu says, oh yeah, there we go. Joan Pil Kim says, GME, don't go butterfly. Don't go butterfly. Alright? I'm watching you. What time's the call? Says MG. It's in about 20-ish minutes. 20 minutes. It's plenty of time actually for you guys to interact with the chat. You know, grab a drink or so here. Hey man, is PROG earnings today? Is it? If you guys got ChatterQuant, you would know. All right, here is the 84.50 I was talking about. So now that we're here, will we see a rejection? Or will we cross? Most likely a rejection. But now watch as these indicators are squeezing the price action inward. Do you see how the VWAP this orange line here and the blue line, the simple moving average, are both coming up while the EMA goes down. So all of those indicators are going to squeeze the price until it has forced to go one way or another. Did you hear about Citadel losing on Russian bonds? Pretty funny though, if that's true. Yeah, that's some pretty funny news. Michael says, I believe been here since January last year. You believe so? I would believe I agree. Matt Corsivo Twin says, no need, I'm ready drunk. Iron Condors has been some of the most profitable plays. You know, sometimes it's just laid out for you. The math is directly in front of you. Not much else you need to know. Except that there's about 10 minutes before someone's going to start talking. And they're going to be like 15 minutes until the call starts. Then the call will start. And then Professor Meatball will likely take over. Because you guys want to hear the call and I don't want to talk over it. Just don't want to do that to you. The most important part is, now that some of you have told me where you guys are coming from, where's everybody from? What do you guys consider home? Yep. Let's see. Gosu says, according to my term, PROG announced for 328. That's not today. Murray says, negative EPS. I wonder what they're spending their money on. Expansion? Let's see. Blind Bunny says, do you think that there will be a recovery on GME, like back over 100? So that recovery will require breaking over this level of resistance here. Instead of $100. And unlikely. So essentially what I've been saying for the last 20 minutes is that these indicators are now squeezing the price upward. So there's an ascending track here. You'll likely see it from 75.37, 78.60. Next balance is going to be around $81. So it's a quickly ascending level of support. Draw it like this. Once it hits this EMA here, then the indicators are going to squeeze the price. We got someone from New Zealand, Barbados, Germany, New Jersey, Channel Islands. We have St. Paul, Minnesota, Tennessee, but originally from Georgia. We got UK, Florida, Virginia, Korea, Toronto, Scotland, Calgary, Moon. We got from LA. We got Bay Area, Austria, EU. Yeah, we're not trying to be our own thing. In my mom, Almont, Michigan, in my mom's basement. Heck yeah. Have I said every one of them? Czech Republic. Now, is it Czechia now, or is it the Czech Republic? Boca Raton. What do you think? You're from there, so what would you say that you're actually? Where do you live? Outside Chicago. JJJ. Me too. I used to live outside Chicago too. Matt Core's Evil Twin says, I've listened to you, Andrew, for a long time. Now I remember when you used to get to the Hodl Men together. You need to get them back together. I agree. That'd be fun. Let's see. Benjamin Israel. The Moon, Guyana, Detroit, Wisconsin, USSR. Uh-oh. Irrelevant says, you're in North Korea? Wow, someone got. Nova Scotia, Arkansas, South Africa. Which part? Let's see. Lewiston, New York, below Niagara Falls. Bunch of people from around the Niagara Falls area. We have a soup from Don Cesia Shade. Thank you so much. This is the English professor, the guy who is self-conscious about being old. Great to see you again. You taught me how to trade back in June, Cincinnati. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good to see you again. What? This is such a nice message. Such a nice message. I'm gonna try to put it on screen. There we go. What a nice message. There you go. Okay. Greece. We have Madrid, Panama, Zuibig. Braden says, I rushed home from a long walk thinking that earnings call was going to be right after the bell, but it's not. It's an hour. Gives everyone some time to go home, you know? Take a shower. Abe is from Palestine. My Florida Ape, I'm fairly new here. What are the capital gains for short terms? Is Mr. Jim. Squeeze greets from Belgium. Hey, I just went to Belgium. Love Brussels. Switzerland. Moon Platoon. That's the right answer. US of America. DPRK. Oh, because people say DPRK. Anybody want something from Whataburger? Says Steven. Yeah, I'll get a I'll get a number 2. Cleveland in the house, Lake Tahoe, woot woot. Those in the same place? Lake Tahoe, Nevada. There we go. Let's see. Where are you from, Andrew? Well, I'm from outside Chicago, you might say. I'm from the. I'm currently in the Silicon Valley, the Bay Area. It's actually in the description of each video, I think, where I say, "Hello, I'm from Pyongyang, DPRK." Irrelevant says, let me get this straight. 90% of AMC floats still holded by retail. Wow, everyone. Much respect. Wow, that GME options chain is cash, 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 cash sign. Cash, 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 cash sign. Okay, let's see. It is majority bullish, though. This is from yesterday. This is from 2 days ago. Oh, $2 million of $40 calls? Okay. Alright, we're just about 15 minutes away. We're really close. That is easily enough time for you guys to all slap that like button all the way up to 600. Right? I think so. Try it out. It's pretty easy. Ooh. Drink that water. Do I speak Korean? 감사합니다. 안녕하세요. Griffin says outside Chicago. Ken Griffin is disguised. Dario says born in Bosnia, reside in Cleveland. Cool. BTS says, please, Lord, let them announce something that gives this some fire, not one that's in a dumpster. Amen. Lord Edge says, I'm form Wakanda. I agree. Tim Star says, you like the Bulls? Yes. Yes. Fast Air says, if I say Chicago isn't sophisticated, will you throw a bedpost at me? That must be a reference, because it is too specific. Because I don't know if I would throw a bedpost at you. I'm a pretty nice guy, right? Even if I don't. BTS Sound says, Sanan hey. Power to the players is irrelevant. Power to the people. Power to Meatball. Power to the Meatball, guys. Will I meet myself on call? Heck yeah. In fact, I'm gonna deputize the best host we've got, which is Meatball. He is the most mute. He truly is. Low flag for the 1 minute. So the thing about the thing about a flag is actually it's closer to a. Actually, not much of a flag. It's closer to a wedge. Much closer to the pennant, but unfortunately, I don't think this is gonna be your average pennant here. A little bit too small on the 30-minute chart. That is where we are, like we said. Simple moving average is scooping the price up. We're already seeing support there, which means the price is getting a faster and steeper ascending support. Brian Chang says, I am from Asgard. But hold on a second. I'm trying to read one of your messages here. Try Provoke says, I hit that like 3 times. That's why they're try provoked. Nevada says Resort Dog. Newfoundland says Stephen Farr or Stefan, residing in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hello. I've now said your name into the ether. You are now immortalized on this YouTube channel. You will never be forgotten. If you would also like to never be forgotten, you have about 14 minutes for me to say your name. Say whatever you think I should say. While we once again take a look at that data. Gamestop reported quarterly losses, right? Nearly $2 a share, a 263% decrease over earnings of 1.19 per share from the same period last year. The company reported quarterly losses of $2.25 billion, which beat an analyst consensus of $2.22 billion by 1.53%, which is, which is margin of error. This is a 6.22% increase over sales of $2.12 billion in the same period last year. Jacob says, Asgard, think I need one of those. Hedgies keep violated me. George says, so how is the earning? Yeah, the earning is okay. It's a bit of a beat. Ungroovy Gaming says, you say that, but I've been trying to get you to say dirty jokes for the last 6 months and nothing. And yet, Kyle says, I think you should say my name, Andrew. Kyle Bradbury. Adrian Hampton from Wales, United Kingdom. Can expenses on NFT marketplace and related stuff be a reason for a drop in EPS? Like a bunch of research? Bunch of R&D? We'll take a look at GME now getting the correct support here. So getting support off of that simple moving average and now getting the right one from the VWAP. Matt says, I am from my dad's basketball. Some of you have a very specific type of humor, and I'm all for it. All right, almost 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. Let's just listen to some of the music. Beautiful. Everyone hear that? Immaculate. Beauregard says, say my name too, please. Okay. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. GME says, GME is my hobby. Says, my name's Deez. Nice to meet you. Abe says, oh, Abe is short for Abed Al-Qadar. Duh, not close. Abed Al-Qadir Mahmoud. Say it. I sure hope I said something close to it. Beauregard says, I'm from Germany. Cool. Nice. Kristen says, we're all rich in exactly 10 minutes. All right, Kristen. Where's your dad today? Come on. We got to get the daughter-dad conversation running here. Mirror Smoke 6, copyright claim. Oh, dang it. Just takes 5 seconds for it to happen. Lemuel Castillo. Matt Hatter says, dang it, now Beetlejuice is in my office. Thanks, Andrew. Well. GME buying a uranium mine, apparently. More details in conference call. Let's not confuse everyone. Although AMC did buy a real gold mine, and that was not a meme. BTS says, I need to get rich quick. I'm so sick of my husband. Oh, I almost forgot the type of the humor. I tried to really embody that persona in the very beginning. And that it's refreshing to see it back. Abe says, close. Ah, man. That's very generous of you. Christos Natus says, say my name please too. Following like 6 months now, Germany, Stuttgart here. I'm gonna say your name is Christos Natus. No, that's a little too Norwegian. It's how do I say a German accent? Dang it, how do I say it? Christos. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Kristen says, my dad is drunk. He's pretending to be Irish today. It is a strange holiday, huh? It's not because of the original background of the holiday. It's because Americans just use it to pretend to be Irish. Fast Air says, good to see you back, Andrew. Hey, good to see you. Macwor's Evil Twin says, I love you, Andrew. I'm gonna ride with you to the end. Duck, 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 duck. Diamond Hands, GME, Diamond AMC. No Revolution says, when my piece of the gold mine? Well, Frank says, I'm waiting for wife-changing money. Haha, same humor from from so long ago. I love it. Where is Ja Rule when you need him most? Where is Ja? Mo says, I was at Denny's today. I overheard a couple arguing. Everyone was listening. The guy was trying to convince his wife that it was only cheating if he didn't wear a condom. Very awkward. This show used to be for kids, for children investors. Just kidding, y'all. I also have jokes. Say my name, says Mendo420. Heck yeah, I'll say your name. Irrelevant says, my wife's boyfriend needs the car this weekend, so I hope you have some content to watch. Boy, do I have some content. Kyle says, show us your Irish accent. Say, you three, get in the van. No, it's gonna just turn Scottish, and it's not gonna turn like it's anything good, actually. EBITDA better be positive, says Robert. Jorge Ramon says, boom, spot on. Zero the Guitar Hero says, from Korea, living in Louisiana. Heck yeah. How's the gumbo? What else you guys have? I know that there's a good amount of like Asian Cajun cuisine that is now becoming popular. So is that true? Citadel conflict of interest came up huge with the Jon Stewart episode. Love seeing that. Adrian says, think of the Padawans. How to make a small fortune, says Lucas. Have a large fortune in GME and hold for a year. Oh, Lucas. Oh, Lucas. Very funny. Philip says, please go up. Okay. Chart, you heard him. All right. Okay, we got about 5 minutes. Let's listen to some music. It's always only one note. It's like an organ music that is just quarter notes only. And it's like 80 BPM. Lucifer for President says, no, Kitty was well and alive. Mother said I couldn't do it, but I've got this urge. Hope I can get a puppy ASAP. I think you're in the wrong chat. Just kidding. Just joking. Ape says, if I am Korean, I'll name a child Moon soon. Yes, very original. Yes. Yes. Chip says, as of January 29, 2022, 8.9 million shares of our Class A common stock was directly registered with our transfer agent ComputerShare. Gozer says, thank you. Link, please. Rectmex says, gonna mix it up. Don't say my name. Shoot. Jim Smith says, haven't seen you in a bit. Miss you, buddy. Kristen says, today's also my grandma's birthdays. However, my grandma's passed on. So, I don't know if your birthdays still count if you're not alive. Oh, they do. Oh, they do. Just think about President's Day or Christmas. They count. Oh, they count. Finance says, hey, Andrew, it's been a while since I've seen you live. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, it's good to be here. I love being here. I love seeing all of you guys. This is the groove, and you guys in the right place. Lord Byron says, I like ham and root beer. Once again, you've said it before. Tell us more about that. Lucifer says, dang, indeed, wrong chat. Zachary says, why is everyone after me Lucky Charms? Okay. Anti-GME accounts always have generic first and last names. Yeah, if you have a generic first and last name, watch out, okay? Jackson Taylor, John Smith. Oh, Fast Air says, you guys made me feel a bit better after earnings. Yeah. Kyle says, forget about Moon soon. Call him Moon when? Moon when? Moon when? There we go. Has the call already started? No, but it will in about 3 minutes. You guys have made it all the way to this part of the video. So once again, I'm not going to say much through the video. I'm going to let Meatball host. And I want you guys to remember that every time you think Meatball's doing a good job hosting, just slap that like. Or, if you've already slapped the like, comment a message out for Meatball for him to read. And then finally, if you guys haven't quite yet, that's okay. Go down to the Instagram and the Twitters so that you can follow us and make sure you guys are staying connected outside of our live streaming and our videos. And finally, if you're investing in yourself, the best way to do so is to slap that subscribe button because you want to be here for a long time. And make sure to hit that bell to get your notifications on so you don't miss another earnings call. All right, now back to whatever you guys are talking about in the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Kristen says, technically neither Santa or Jesus are dead. Santa's immortal, and Jesus rose from the dead. That's true. That's true. How was earnings? Not happened yet. Not quite. What's my dog's name again? He's Meatball. Lucifer says, 3 minutes left. OMG, so hard. Let's see. Yes, Meatball. Hey, just in time, I am King Coop says, what's up, Drew? Is Meatball a Swedish dog? That might be one of my favorite comments I've ever seen. I'm in a great mood, and that's a fantastic question. Jim Smith says, thanks for the shout out, but my name is Smythe with an E, not Smith. You still the man. Okay, good. Puts on Jesus Zombie. Is this it? Is this what we're listening to right now? When dog treat. I will give you guys, I will give Meatball a treat, even though we didn't get to 600 likes quite yet, but I'll pay that forward. So we'll give Meatball a treat for that. Here you go, bud. Here you go. There you go. Let's see. Two guys walk into a bar. A third guy sees it and ducks. Sweetish. Let's see. AMC smashed the heck out of earnings and still went down. Market is completely disconnected. Beauregard says, I'm very happy to ask the right questions. Some of you just know your stuff. DNA says, yeah, treats! Logan Simpson says, my shorts are printing money. Thanks, Cohen. Logan Simpson is a pretty generic first and last name. Sorry to say. Hey, Smoking and Joking, what up? Good to see ya. Wow, just in time too. Perfect timing. We're about to start with some delightful classical music. And again, you guys in the right place. Make sure to stick to the end of the earnings call because you're gonna like the way you listen to the earnings call on this channel. We're just here to have some fun, pull up a couple of pranks, and don't do them. Just be nice to each other and overly friendly. How old is Meatball? He's turning 9 this year. Or 8? I think he's... Oh gosh, wait, I'm having a brain fart. Oh, we're starting.
Thanks and welcome to GameStop's fourth quarter and fiscal year 2021 earnings conference call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. As a reminder, this conference call is being recorded and will be archived for 2 months on GameStop's investor relations website. This call will include forward-looking statements which are subject to various risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from expectations. Any such statement should be considered in conjunction with the cautionary statements and the safe harbor statement in the earnings release and risk factors discussed in the reports filed with the SEC. GameStop assumes no obligation to update any of these forward-looking statements or information. A reconciliation and other information regarding non-GAAP financial measures discussed on the call can be found in the company's earnings release issued earlier today, as well as on the investors section of the GameStop website. Please note that the company will not be hosting a question and answer session as part of today's call. Now, I would like to turn the call over to the company's Chief Executive Officer, Matt Furlong.
Thank you. I want to begin by thanking all of our team members for their dedication and hard work over the past fiscal year. It was an important period of foundation building, significant investment, and cultural change at GameStop. While we are still in the early stages of our transformation, we believe the steps taken over the last several months will be key value drivers for quarters and years down the road. The first year of our transformation was about starting to turn GameStop into a customer-obsessed technology company, one that has wider offerings, more competitive pricing, faster shipping, stronger customer service, and an easier shopping experience. With that said, here's a brief recap of what changed in fiscal year 2021. We installed a new management team comprised of technology veterans and introduced a more equity-focused executive compensation structure to increase alignment with stockholders. We refreshed the board with stockholders and individuals who possess records of value creation while reducing individual director compensation. We ended relationships with high-priced external consultants who were costing the company millions of dollars per year. We hired hundreds of new individuals with e-commerce, operations, and technology experience while eliminating many redundant and unnecessary roles. We recapitalized the company's balance sheet after raising approximately $1.67 billion in capital. We expanded our product catalog to seize more market share in areas such as PC gaming, personal electronics, and virtual reality. We invested in our fulfillment network by standing up new facilities on the East Coast in York, Pennsylvania, and on the West Coast in Reno, Nevada. We invested in our systems and tech stack after years of decay and neglect. We invested in US-based customer service and established a new facility in South Florida. We invested in a dedicated blockchain team and new capabilities to drive the development of initiatives such as our NFT marketplace, which we expect to launch by the end of the second quarter. We see significant long-term potential in the more than $40 billion market for NFTs. In keeping with our focus on the customer, we are going to continue taking steps to create new offerings and make targeted bets in blockchain gaming and cryptocurrency. We recognize that our special connectivity with gamers provides us a unique opportunity in the Web3 and digital asset world. We have learned from the mistakes of the past decade when GameStop failed to adapt to the future of gaming. It is important to stress that GameStop had become such a cyclical business and so capital starved that we have had to rebuild it from within. We've also had to change the way we assess revenue opportunities by starting to embrace, rather than run from, the new frontiers of gaming. Although there is a lot more hard work and necessary execution in front of us, GameStop is a completely different company today than it was at the beginning of the fiscal year. Shifting to the fourth quarter, I want to briefly touch on a few areas. We continued to establish new and expanded brand relationships, including with PC gaming companies such as Alienware, Corsair, and Lenovo. This helped grow our PC gaming sales by 150% for the full year. We also formed a partnership with Razer to support sustained growth in PC gaming and console accessories, such as controllers and headsets. We now have more than 100 Razer SKUs, including the company's latest laptop. We grew PowerUp Rewards Pro members by 31.8% on a year-over-year basis, taking total membership to approximately 5.8 million. We launched a redesigned app, which includes an enhanced user interface, improved scalability for a larger product catalog, and more functionality to support exclusive offers and promotions. We entered into a partnership with Immutable X that is intended to support the development of our NFT marketplace and provide up to $150 million in IMX tokens upon achievement of certain milestones. We have commenced discussions with an array of Layer 1s and Layer 2s about prospective partnerships that include development benefits and financial incentives. If and when more deals come to fruition, we will announce them. Let me now turn to our financial results. Net sales were $2.25 billion for the quarter, compared to $2.12 billion in the fourth quarter of 2020 and $2.19 billion in the fourth quarter of 2019. This was the first quarter in which our growth topped pre-pandemic levels. For the full year, net sales were $6.01 billion, compared to $5.09 billion for fiscal year 2020. As indicated in the past, long-term sales growth is the primary metric by which we believe stockholders should assess our execution. SG&A was $538.9 million for the quarter, or 23.9% of sales, compared to $419.1 million, or 19.7% of sales, in last year's fourth quarter. We reported a net loss of $147.5 million, or $1.94 per diluted share, compared to a net income of $80.3 million, or income per diluted share of $1.18 in the prior year fourth quarter. For the full year, SG&A was $1.71 billion, compared to $1.51 billion for the last fiscal year. We had a net loss of $381.3 million for fiscal year 2021, relative to $215.3 million for fiscal year 2020. Turning to the balance sheet, we finished the year with cash and cash equivalents of over $1.27 billion, roughly $760 million higher than the company's cash position at the close of last year. We are maintaining a sizable cash position, even while continuing to invest heavily in inventory to drive pragmatic growth and meet demand amidst global supply chain issues. We intend to build up our cash position by the end of fiscal year 2022, assuming the operating environment permits. At the end of the year, we had no borrowings under our ABL facility and no debt other than a $44.6 million low-interest, unsecured term loan associated with the French government's response to COVID-19. Capital expenditures for the quarter were $21.3 million, bringing full-year CapEx to $62 million. CapEx may remain elevated as we make pragmatic investments in our infrastructure and tech. In the fourth quarter, cash flow from operations was an outflow of $110.3 million, compared to an inflow of $164.8 million during the same period last year. In order to meet customer demand throughout the holiday season, we maintained a higher inventory level. We believe our inventory level remains prudent given our operating headwinds and increased customer demand. We ended the year with $915 million in inventory, compared to $602.5 million at the close of fiscal year 2020. To put things into context, the combination of supply chain issues and the Omicron variant had a sizable impact on this past year's holiday season. We made the conscious decision to lean in and absorb higher costs in order to meet customer demand. We felt, and continue to feel, that investing in our customers and rebuilding brand loyalty right now is in the company's best interest over the long term. With respect to an outlook, we're not delivering guidance at this time. We do not feel it's prudent to provide guidance during the early stages of our transformation and with the current global backdrop. What we are comfortable saying is that we anticipate growth across our stores, e-commerce properties, and blockchain gaming offerings. In closing, we know the investments and sacrifices made in fiscal year 2021 will take time to yield tangible value, but we are completely comfortable with that. If Gamestop is going to once again become a market leader in gaming and also realize new revenue opportunities across emerging communities, we needed to lay a lasting foundation rather than taking shortcuts. That is what we did over the past year as we started to transform into a technology company. I'll wrap up there for today. As always, we appreciate the enthusiasm and support from our customers, employees, and stockholders.
This concludes today's conference. You may disconnect your lines at this time. Thank you for your participation.
Okay. AMC earnings call last week not only came with positive news, but it lasted an hour and change. The earnings call for GameStop is over, and it's been 11 minutes. Okay. No guidance. Once again. Let's see what you guys are saying, first of all. Flaky Booger. The way the global economy is going, GME sales will continue to fall this year. Not stating straight facts. Fast Air says, someone made a good point on Reddit. Big Drop was supposed to try and trigger stop losses. Who sues stop losses? LMFAO. PNA says, no guidance needed. We have, let's see. Lou Thompson says, I came in the end. What did they talk about? PNA says, excellent call. Amfinger says, no dividend. Levante says, that was it. Spanish Fibonacci says, let's go. Amazing call. Ed Hayes says, don't show your hand too early. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. Let's see. PNA says, excellent call. Just what we expected. And more. There is now a NFT announcement. That was something that we've talked about before the call. Let's see. Smoker Joker says, let's see. I mean, you heard them, man. NFT marketplace. Let's see. Kevin Patrick. They fired the advisors on board. Spanish Fibonacci says, more GME for me, please. Thomas says, start the uprising. Throw some mermaids in the chat. Guys, what's going on? If you are here and this is your first GME earnings call, welcome. These are how these earnings call goes. First of all, my name is Andrew. I'm a data scientist here in Silicon Valley. This is my brand. That is my brand. This is Professor Meatball. He was hosting while for the 11 minutes while this earnings call was going on, and I couldn't comment. But if you guys want to start investing in yourself, the best way to do this is to be able to follow along with the trades that we have not only on the six-figure portfolio over on Patreon, but also on the fact that you guys are here. Start investing in yourself. Hit that subscribe button and the notifications and turn them on. Hopefully you guys had what you wanted to get out of that call. So that wraps us up pretty nicely. If you guys had any other questions, come back around, watch this video again, and then leave some comments in the chat. And as always, make sure you guys understand that those of you who support the show on Patreon, you guys are really cool. And those of you who support the show on YouTube have very fancy green names and fancy badges next to your names. And the cooler the badge, the longer you've been a supporter of the show, which means Meatball and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Check out some of the links down in the description, especially the Lux algorithm link, and we'll see you guys in the money. Peace.